I'm Sean from Power Score RPG, and I am playing some Neverwinter. So this is an MMO. It's like World of Warcraft, but it's a little more actiony. And instead of the Warcraft lore, this has the D&D lore. And you guys know I love D&D lore, and I'm really into it. I've written a bunch of guides about it. So this game is cool because you get to actually kind of run around in places that you've only read about, right? So this is my character. His name is Pike. I'm a Guardian fighter. I'm one of those people who actually likes being like a tank type, so I don't do a lot of damage, but I can take a lot of hits, and I guess my job is to, attract attention, but I suck at it, so, So this is my character. I am a level 70. I started playing this game around when it came out. I played it for probably 6 months or a year, and then it was kind of sporadic, and then I didn't play for probably 2 or 3 years, but then I heard about the Acquisitions Inc. expansion that's coming out next month, and it just sounds really awesome, because I like Acquisitions Inc. So I figured I would jump back in, and for the last month or two, I've been playing every day. As you can see, I have my Barovia gear. In this game, the most recent expansion was a few months ago, where you actually go to Barovia, from Curse of Strahd, and Count Strahd von Zarevich is there, and you can run around there. Now I'm a little too weak for it, but you can go there just to get the new armor, which was much better than the armor that I had. I had like this patchwork kind of collection of gear. So if you want to see real quick, this is my Vistani gear, right? Blue is, decent. Purple is good. Orange is the best. So I'm level 70, and in this game, level 70 is the highest. And once you're level 70, you can do a whole bunch of different quests and stuff, right? So I'm going to show you the quests. So you hit J, right? Now I'm a hot mess. I have quests I haven't finished in like every area you can think of, right? These are my active quests that I have right now that I haven't finished. And if you click on this thing up here, these are the different campaigns. So first you have kind of the, hey, let's get to level 70 stuff, right? Then you have the actual campaigns. And this is where I get like kind of pumped up, right? The Maze Engine. So for those of you who played the tabletop game, you know that in Out of the Abyss, there's a really cool section about the Maze Engine, which is a Modron kind of device that generates stuff. So when I came back to the game, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh god, I'm doing that, But it's a whole thing, so I kind of abandoned it for what I'm doing now. Elemental Evil, that's the storyline, the Out of the Abyss storyline. I had been playing through that when I stopped playing. I actually got really far in it. The Sharendar quest here, that's a Feywild thing, which I actually finished. I went all the way to completion. And there's a PvP campaign. Underdark, which I have not touched. Dread Ring, which is, this is set in the Forgotten Realms, right? Neverwinter is a city in the Forgotten Realms. So the Dread Ring is a section of Thay, where the Red Wizards are. And, I'm not a big Forgotten Realms guy. I just, none of this stuff really does anything for me. But the Dread Ring is really cool. This is domed off area where like a magic dome is protected. Oh, hi, Scotty. Yeah, well, I'm levels. So I'm hoping that I'm trying to get some of my D&D players to jump into this game with me. And Scotty is one that I'm trying to recruit, and I'm level 70, right? So if you're level 1, I could just run around, and help you, be that guy, we'll plow through your quests real quick. I don't care. I don't remember any of those quests anyway, and I get lost all the time, so it'll probably even out in the end. But yeah, Dread Ring is really cool. Tyranny of Dragons, which is, I ran that when it came out. I ran it in the store. I wrote about it on my blog every week. I really like Tyranny of Dragons. I know it's not perfect, but so in the game actually added a lot of lore and ideas that were so cool that I pulled them out of the game and put them into my tabletop campaign. Like the main thing actually was there was all these new dragons with names, that I could use, and the dragon cultists in the D&D version, the dragon cultists kind of have powers, you know, but in this game, like, each color dragon cultist, like the green dragon cultist, the black dragon cultist, each has different powers completely, and they're all really cool and, like, just interested. And, oh, thank you, Scotty. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, Tyranny of Dragons, I played through that. The Tiamat fight in that is funny because you need like 30 people, and it looks really awesome. But I just got my butt kicked. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. I never know what I'm doing. Right? Storm King's Thunder, right? That's one of the newer ones. So I tried that out a little bit, and it got cool when you go to the Sea of Moving Ice, which, you know, is one of those things where when you're running Storm King's Thunder in tabletop, you're like, oh yeah, Sea of Moving Ice, whatever. There's glaciers, right? There's water. But when you play this game and you go there, it's much cooler. There's a, you know, it's a vast ocean. There's an aurora borealis above you. There's you have like a kayak, and there's all these glaciers with monsters on it, and it's just like, oh, okay, this is like a really cool adventuring location that you could use in D&D, and it's also cool for an MMO. It's very unique and different. Icewind Dale is also in that area, frozen stuff. In general, I hate snow, so I know that's stupid, but that's how I am. The Cloaked Ascendancy is an actual political story, and that's the one that I'm actually working on now. I'm not sure that they just made this up. You know, again, I'm no matter how much I learn about the Forgotten Realms, I know nothing about the Forgotten Realms, right? So I'm not sure if the Cloaked Ascendancy is based on stuff from a tabletop product or if it's something that they built on their own. But basically the story is the city of Neverwinter is ruled by Lord Neverember. Now there's this other guy who's claiming he's the rightful ruler, and there's this big conflict going on, which is what I'm playing through right now. Jungles of Chult, Tomb of Annihilation, the adventure that came out last year. I ran the whole thing, tabletop version. Now you can actually go to Port Nyanzaru, which is awesome. I went there, but the problem was I was too weak, and I had to leave. I had to run away from that place because I wasn't ready. But you could go into the Tomb of the Nine Gods. How cool is that? Like, you know, I ran the Tomb of the Nine Gods in tabletop, and now it's like I can go in there. I want to see what they put in there, if they changed it, if they used any of the cool rooms or NPCs. I mean, they used a lot of the NPCs from the published adventures, and they put them in. So I'm kind of really excited to go there. And Ravenloft, obviously, I'm very excited to go there. But, you know, I'm just too weak to do it. So once I got my Barovia armor, I decided to do the Cloaked Ascendancy. I figured I could do this, and I would gain enough XP to go to Chult if I wanted to go to Chult. Oh, hey, Jeanette. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's cool. I just tagged you because I wanted you to see what I was doing. You know. All right. So there, I showed you the campaigns, right? So, it can be really confusing figuring out what you're supposed to do in this game, right? Especially, you know, I get lost a lot and I get confused easy, right? So it took me a while to figure this stuff out. But so let's check out the Cloaked Ascendancy, right? I'm 17% done, which is depressing if you knew how many hours I've spent on this. But I'm sure I'm not doing it in the most optimal way, right? So we're gonna view the campaign, right? So here's my campaign, right? It starts with Heir Apparent, which I have completed. So I had to do a bunch of crap, basically, you know, kill monsters, do quests, stuff like that. But the things that are important here, like, all right, I'm trying to investigate Girion, right? What are my rewards? This is like, you know, stuff. The volatile ichor and the ground jade apparently are used for refining the armor. Like, apparently I'm not just gonna get new armor and wear it. You can't wear it until you fix it up. And so, in advance, they're giving me stuff to help fix it up with, you know? So, and the reclaimed magic is a whole thing that I might be able to show you a little bit of today. But if you see, so those are rewards and the requirements. All right, the requirements are abandoned treasures. Now, when you kill monsters or complete quests, you're given abandoned treasures, right? I have a ton of those. And evidence of evil is another thing you get, right, as a reward for doing quests. That stuff is so hard to come by. I mean, it's like maddening. I need 120 evidence of evils. I have 39. Now, there is one daily quest, I think, which gives you 25 of them, but I can't do that quest in one day. It takes me days to do it. And when you do certain heroic encounters, sometimes you'll get an evidence of evil. Like one. Just one. And you won't get it. You'll get it one out of every, like, 7 times. You know, at least that's how it's been from me. Although, who knows, maybe I'm just not paying attention. So there's a lot of stuff that, like, I'm probably not doing right. Right, so, and so then another choice you got to make here with this campaign details, right? You've got your Investigate, Cabal, Kyria, and Nostura, right? Down below, you have Clear the Docks. There's a whole nother chain. But I'm... Oh, look at that. I'm disconnected from the server. Hey, there we are. In the chat, there's some people talking about... My character's name is Pike, right? So Jeanette is saying... Actually, people used to call her Pike in high school, which is interesting, right? Alright. I told this story earlier, but I'm going to tell it again. A long time ago, I decided in tabletop D&D I was going to make my ultimate character. And his name was Chris Pike, right? And I bought special dice that I would only roll for Chris Pike, right? The Pike dice, right there. They're all like that. I have a whole set that looks just like that. And what happened was, Pike dice were terrible. They rolled really bad. I actually had a notebook, and I would keep track of every single roll I ever made. And I would average out the stats at the end. And the average was actually, on a D20, it was below 10. It was like an 8 or a 9. It was hard. People would beg me to stop using the dice, but I couldn't. Because they were the Pike dice, right? So what happened is that this ultimate character, Chris Pike, was a 3rd edition character. And I just wasn't that into 3rd edition. And the campaign was run by my roommate at the time. We were not getting along. And, like, it just... Chris Pike ended up not really being my ultimate character. He was just a character I was running in a game that was... Probably shouldn't have even been playing in, you know? So... But I still like to use the name. I think I actually got the name from a really old Sega Saturn game. I think it was called Albert Odyssey or Arthur Odyssey. I always forget. But there was a character named Pike in it. As soon as I saw the name, I'm like, ooh, I'm using that for D&D. Okay, so I got my character, right? What's this? Oh, it's a fire. This is a safe place. You heal faster, right? So, one thing you do in Neverwinter, and some people end up just doing this. I had a friend, my friend George, where you log in and you can pray to the gods, right? You can invoke. So you hit Control-I. Hey, look at that. I prayed, right? And what do you get for that? You get a bunch of stuff, right? I got XP. I got something about rough astral diamonds. I got an ardent coin and a celestial coin. And I got an invocation blessing. And if you look down here, my next blessing is in 15 minutes. So they're trying to get me to stay for 15 minutes, right? So my friend George, he would just log in a few times a day and invoke and then go away. A lot of people were doing that in this game at one point, I know. So that's stuff that I got. Coins. When you want to switch from this screen to moving a cursor around on the screen, you hit the Alt key, right? So you hit Alt, and you can mess around with everything, and everything means something on this screen. But I think, let's see, my coins. Okay. So there's 2 different kinds of coins, right? The Ardent coins, you can buy stuff with them right here. Just click on this, and if you have the money you want to buy it, you can buy it, right? So I can get a horse, I can get some dye to change colors of my gear, and then there's items, right? But these items are not as good as the stuff I have now. All the way down here is the Angel of Protection, a purple companion. Because in this game, your character has one sidekick who goes everywhere with you, right? My sidekick, if you look up in the top left, there's me, and then there's a guy named Cretan. Cretan is my sidekick. He's like a red wizard guy who, for some reason, is very powerful. I don't know why, and he adds a lot to my overall score. I don't know why, but he does. He's more than all my other companions, which I can show you if you want to see. So I decided with this Ardent Coin, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait till I have 360. I think you only get 1 per day. So I have to wait a year, right? If I start at 0 to get my Angel of Protection. But I don't want any of this other stuff, so what the hell? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait 1 freaking year to get my angel. A year! Now, the other coin, you need much less to buy stuff, right? Every day you'll get 1 or 2 of them. And you can only get up to 14, right? So you can buy this Elixir of Fade or whatever. But these 2 are the good ones, right? You can see what you can get. You get a crate and you open it and you'll get some random stuff, right? And then it shows me what I might get. And what is it? It's a bunch of refinement stuff, which I can talk about endlessly. Refinement, which is like the thing that keeps you playing in this game, but it's also the thing that made me kind of not want to play this game. But, I mean, they got to do something, I guess, to keep me playing. Although at this point, to me, there's so much content that, I mean, refinement isn't the only thing to do. Like, if you start playing this game right now, it would take you so long before you ran out of stuff to do. I mean, I showed you all the campaigns and all that stuff, and there's a bajillion things to do. So, refinement, right? That's how you can turn your blue item to purple. Purple has better stats. That's how you can turn your purple to an orange and give it even better stats. So say I want to work on my Vistani longsword, right? So we go here. I want to refine it, right? Click on that. So you see in this corner here, I have little green 2,545 refinement points right now. And I can spend those to move my purple bar up ever so slightly. Once it gets all the way full, then you might see here, there's a 10% chance I can turn this into an orange, right? 10%. You don't just get to do it. You just get a chance it will happen, right? Your points don't go away if you fail, but you do lose stuff. You need these stones here. I'm not sure if you can see these, but they're superior enchanting stones. They're hard to get, right? You have to have them. And when you try to refine, those stones will go away unless you have something else called a preservation ward, which are very, very expensive. And so then, if you fail your check, your ward will go away and your enchanting stone will stay, right? And it's just like, it's a very confusing thing. I think earlier I was starting to show the different types of currency in the game. I don't really want to go over it all again, right? But, okay, in this game, you ready? You ready? Here's the currency in Neverwinter. This is insane to me. Here's your gold. Gold is practically useless in this game. Almost completely useless. Zen, that's what you buy with real money. Where if you want to cheat or cut to the end, you just spend real money and you get whatever you want. Glory is currency that you get for PvP. I don't really do PvP. Astral Diamonds is the big one. That's the one that's, you know, you can really use in this game. Stuff that's really got value. You can go in the auction house and buy stuff with Astral Diamonds. Rough Astral Diamonds, I don't even remember exactly how that works, but basically you get rough Astral Diamonds, you can refine a certain amount and turn it into regular Astral Diamonds. It's a way to limit how many Astral Diamonds you can get in a day, I guess, basically. And refinement points, we just talked about that. Those are important. My Ardent Coin, my Celestial Coin, Bone and Blood, and then there's these currencies down here. Bone and Blood, Black Ice, and Raw Black Ice. Those are all campaign specific. And Black Ice, gosh, I remember that was a depressing place. That with all the frost giants. Ugh, I didn't like that one. Tarmaloon trade bars. Those bars you get in this game. Okay, as you're killing monsters, they'll drop chests, right? So you can pick up the chest. So then, if you have a key, you can open it and get random good stuff. Keys cost real life money. You have to buy them separately. So, when you spend real life money on the game, you know, because this is a free to play game. When you spend real life money, whenever you get stuff, they also give you some Tarmaloon trade bars. So I used to spend, you know, I would spend like 10 or 20 bucks a month on this game for a while, and you get Tarmaloon trade bars. So one of the nice things is like, I have Tarmaloon trade bars, right? And it's like, oh, do I have to go find a vendor? No, you just push the spend button.
Hail, adventurer!
And you can
interested in parting with any of your trade bars?
Buy all sorts of crap, right? So, yeah. So, oh, is that all the currency? No. No, it is not all the currency. Oh, look. There's more. There's special currencies, like krill and lugworms. Do you want some seals? Sure you do. There they are right there. Look at all the seals of the brave I have. That's from running around in here. Oh, wait, there's more. Campaign currencies. Oh, look at that. Banner treasures. Oh, there's a few. Oh, look at that. There's quite a few, aren't there? Yes, there are. And then PvP currencies, a couple Grim coins. I guess I did do a little bit of PvP at some point. And then there's event currencies, medallions of battle, and bones of Valindra's minions. And then there's other currencies. We'll just slap those on the bottom, right? It's insane, right? That's a lot of. It's insane, and it's very, very confusing. One of the things is when like you start this game, the learning curve is ridiculous. You know, you don't know what's going on. I didn't anyway. Maybe some of you are probably a lot smarter than I am, but I mean, it's like you're just lost. And what happens is you end up doing things that you shouldn't, and you spend currency on things that you shouldn't, because you don't know, because there's so much stuff out there to know. So, and some things like, here's what you'll find in this game a lot of times is, to get a good item, you could spend a month of like 2-hour days grinding away very, very slowly to finally get up the currency. Scotty, can you skip to level 70? I don't know. I can help you. It does not take that long to get to level 70. It does not take that long. So what happens in this game is, you spend a long time grinding away, and then you look in the auction house, and you could have bought that thing for 10,000 astral diamonds, which is nothing. People make, I mean, that's not nothing, but once you get into a role in this game, you can make a lot of astral diamonds every day. You know, there's certain places where you can sell the stuff you find in the auction house, and you can make plenty of astral diamonds. So a lot of times in this game, you should probably check the auction house before you go to do something, because you can just buy that whatever that is that you want in the auction house. Like, for example, recently they had, oh, it was really cool. I wish I had done one of these while it was going on. But it's got Chris Perkins in it. It's like, it was a whole thing where Chris Perkins was the DM, and he would narrate the dungeons you were going through, and it was really cool. There's all these rewards, right? So one of the rewards that I wanted was a green slime companion, right? Here's my companions. Or, no, okay, that's what it was. A gargoyle, Staldorf, right? Right there. And, so, like, you needed, like, 300 points, so, like, for a month, like, every day, I'm going in and doing the same quests over and over, and I still didn't get enough points for all the things that I wanted. I think I did earn Staldorf, but just right at the end. But now, if you look at my idle, let's see if I can, let's see here. Idle companions. There's the green slime right there. I had to choose between Staldorf and the green slime, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. But then I just looked in the auction house, and I could buy this green slime for freaking nothing. So I just bought him, right? Now I have him, and I don't use him, because for whatever reason, my buddy Cretan here is, like, the best. I guess part of it might be this purple thing. I don't know where I got it or how I gave it to him. But, Cretan is the man. Like, he pumps up my stats like you wouldn't believe. I don't know why. I don't know. He's a rank 25, right? Why does he help me more than my rank 35, which is this freaking Firebird? I mean, how awesome is that? It looks so cool, but for whatever reason, Cretan does me better than that thing. Then I've got, look at that, my undead burning hound. You know, he doesn't do anything for me. Like, your stats, once you hit level 70, it's all about your item level or your gear score. I think you might be able to see that. And you can see right there, I'm at 8,884, which is pretty low, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah. So, what I've been doing lately is, well, oh, here's another thing. So, when you log into this game, what you probably do is you invoke, right? And if you look on the clock up in the top right, it's already been almost 15 minutes, and I can almost invoke again and get more free stuff, right? But usually you log in, you invoke, then you hit end, the professions thing, right? And collect your results of your professions, right? Oh, I got refugees. I'm going to show you this. I'm collecting my results from yesterday. I've been collecting these refugees because sometimes a quest pops up that is good. All right. So leadership is the one that everybody says you should do. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I've been doing, right? So you start off, see, every day you get some different rare quests. I don't know, right? And what you can do is, especially when you start leadership, you got to hire some people to do these tasks for you, right? So that's a quest. Hire a mercenary, right? Once you have 4 mercenaries, then you can do another quest. where you train them to become a footman, right? Or no, a guard. Okay, right? So 4 mercenaries equals 1 guard. 4 guards equals 1 footman. And then somehow from there, a footman, 4 footmen become a man-at-arms. And I'm not sure, but I don't know, it just goes up from there. Like, train an adventurer, right? So I need 4 man-at-arms to make 1 adventurer, right? If I want to train a hero, I need 4 adventurers. So if you, like, math that out, to make 1 freaking purple hero will take, like, a month. Because these quests take anywhere from, like, 6 hours to a day to complete, right? So, for example, let me show you. Go down here to some of the higher level quests, right? Sometimes I just grind my way up from mercenary to guard, but sometimes it just gets so boring that I try to find quests that give you stuff. But a lot of them don't really give you stuff. Let's do this one, even though this is like crap. No, that'll make me angry if I open that barrel and I get worse crap. I can't handle it. Collect taxes, right? District map. I need 1 district map, so I could look back here. That district map. Yeah. But I can't do that quest because I need local maps, right? Oh, yeah. So it's like a mind, you know, it hurts your brain after a while. It really does. There you go. I can get some just. Hey, let's seek out maps, everybody. Right? Right. So, okay, I'm gonna do a quest, right? So if you see here, duration 6 hours 0 minutes, right? Seek out maps. Continue, right? Now, if I use an adventurer for this, it speeds it up by 25%. And I can add another of my many, many minions, such as a footman, right? That's an extra plus 5% speed. So, if I do this quest, once I hit start task, it's going to take me 4 hours, 4.5 hours, where all you do is click the button and you just got to wait, right? Imagine playing as a tax collector. Yeah, right. District map. Then you get 2 types of experience. You get experience for your character. You get experience for leadership. So, there you go. Seek out maps. This is what you do every day. You log in, right? You invoke. Then you pick a quest or 2. Then you seek out your freaking maps. And the XP gain at this point in leadership is so slow. I've been doing this every day for at least a month, and my leadership bar, I don't know if you can see this here, but I mean I've probably gotten 20,000 experience points after a month of solid work. I'm sure I'm not doing it in an optimal way, but it's a very, very, very slow. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Dylan, it's a game of normal people going about their business in a fantasy world. That's that's what part. It's kind of, you know. All right, let's do this one right here. He's a footman. There you go. So sometimes, if you really don't have time to play the game, you can just turn it on, invoke, and do your professions, and then go do whatever it is, you know. And so that way you'll be making progress towards your coin, your celestial coin, and you'll be making progress in your profession, right? So, hey, look, it's been 15 minutes. I get to invoke again, right? So Control I. Look at that. And that's the nice thing is they give you stuff, right? So this one gave me a couple of things. The Invocation Blessing. It's just like a buff. And it lasts for a while, and I always forget to use them, so I have a big pile of them here. But you just double-click that, and you get your stat boost a little bit. All right, let's open our Celestial Bag of Refining. I got a coupon, everybody. You'll find like 1 coupon like every day. I just throw them in the trash. But the emerald. All right, I can show you. All right, the emerald is a refinement item, right? So, here's my emerald. I right-click it. I convert it to refinement points. Ready? Boom! I got 250 refinement points. And once I have like thousands and thousands and thousands of them, I can turn my Vistani longsword from purple to orange. Well, there's a 10% chance that it'll happen. All right, now I'm going to show you. I'm saying some of this stuff like I'm a little bit complaining about it, but the game, there is a lot of awesome stuff in this game. The way the combat works is very fun, because I know I used to play Warcraft way back when, and that's very static. You don't move around or anything. And this is more action. You can dodging and moving around, and holding up your shield and timing your attacks is like a thing. It's very fun. So, you know, in most of these games, right, you get mounts. Like, here's my running speed. See that? I'm kind of slow, right? All right, you ready? Now I'm going to show you my mount. An apparatus of Qualish, right out of the 5th edition Dungeon Master's Guide. This is actually an apparatus of Gond, because he's a Forgotten Realms god. But check that out. How freaking awesome is that? And I run at 110% of my speed. How freaking awesome is that? And this was a case of, before I stopped playing the first time around, there was some event. They have events in this game that last like a month. Special quests and missions and stuff. So if you kind of grind away at that, you can use the currency from it to buy special items. So as soon as I saw this mount, I love the apparatus of Qualish. Like, I've used it in my campaigns a bunch of times, like Scales of War especially. There's a really cool apparatus of Qualish section where your group goes underwater. It's awesome. And so it's like, this is why I like Neverwinter. Because you can see classic D&D stuff in the game. Like, you don't have to just imagine it, you can see it. And the thing, which was already awesome, becomes 20 times more awesome because you're seeing how it actually would look and run and sound. And like, look at that. It's freaking awesome, right? So, I get lost all the time, right? And right now I'm doing the Cloaked Ascendancy. For some reason, this political storyline involves me fighting Fey monsters and monsters from the Far Realm and stuff, right? So here's the map of this zone, right? And right now, my main quest is very, very vague. It wants me to, well, for some reason it always goes back to frigid fishing. They really want me to go fish in the Sea of Moving Stars, right? But I'm in the River District. I'm in the city of Neverwinter, which is just shattered from the spell plague, right? So I should be doing these things right here, the magic recovery and the mercantile missions. Mercantile missions is like a daily quest, and it's very vague, right? What do you have to do? I have to defeat enemies, upgrade guard posts, complete heroic encounters, loot, dig site vaults, turn in resources to the shipmaster, right? So it's like I can't, and the rewards here, this is the big one right there. Evidence of evil. It's so hard to get evidence of evil, right? But that's what I've been working towards, and I guess I just have to do a little bit of each of these things. I don't know. But the thing about this game is there's all sorts of like objectives that are kind of running concurrently with each other, right? So like, that's my main objective. I want to get those 25 evidence of evil, and I'd like to do it every day if I could, because you can do the quest once per day. But it's just not happening for me. But on my over here in the Cloaked Ascendancy campaign page, there's these two things up here: resist the rituals and secure the district. Resist the rituals is, there's these sections of the map called, and things called heroic encounters occur. Events that take 3 or more characters to handle. So if I run over there and I kill a whole bunch of monsters, it's like waves of monsters alongside other characters, and I succeed, I get special rewards, and the bar on this thing goes up. Once this thing fills, the resist the rituals fills, I can click on it and I get more stuff as a reward. Same thing, secure the district is something I can do solo, where I do solo things. I kill monsters and I do little dungeons and stuff like that, and then I can, I'll get rewards from that too. And I'm very close to finishing that. I might be able to finish that today. I got to do Dungeon Academy today, but I have a little time, so I'm pretty much already prepared for my adventure. So I'm gonna go out there. I'll show you what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks probably. So, okay, I'll see if I can show you these heroic encounters. That one's done. That one's probably gonna be done, but let's go try. I always have to use the map because I get lost everywhere. Like in real life, it's ridiculous. Video games and in real life, I get lost everywhere. Like if I go to the mall, like I'm getting lost right now, and I have a trail. Do you see this trail? This is one of my pet peeves about the game. Is this trail is like barely viewable sometimes. Kind of See how it's being made as I run? It's like, can't I just have a thick red line? You know? 'Cause, you know what I mean? Like, why? It's just, and it has all these turns and stuff. And it's like, why are you doing this to me? Just stop it. Look, you don't take me through those guys. Those are bad guys. Because I have this mount, they're more prone to leave me alone because I'm so fast and protected, I guess. But still, you know what I mean? So let's see. I'm going to go to one of the heroic encounter areas. I want to see if other characters are here handling this heroic encounter. And they are not. Now, so usually what happens here, especially on a Friday night or a Saturday night, you will have a horde, like anywhere from 5 to 15 people running from one to the next. It's like a race. So they'll come here, they will kill everybody. They will look on the map for the next one that pops up, and they will go there immediately and kill all of them. You know, it's like a thing, you know? So there's none here. I cannot take these guys by myself. That's just the first wave of about 5. So we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go, I think this is going to take me to the place that I like to just kind of lurk and quietly handle my business. Very, very slowly, collect my evidence of evils, which my evidence of evil are actual things. It's like a commemorative coin or something, you know, like, I don't know, with Hitler's face is on it or something like that. And you gotta jump like that. How awesome is that? The apparatus of Qualish. Freaking love this thing. And there's other versions too. There's a couple other versions that are very, very cool. But this is probably, of all the things that I've done in this game, this is the best. Earning this apparatus is the best thing. The most, like, worthwhile thing I have done in this entire game by far is getting this. So this whole area is always under attack and stuff, right? There's all these fake creatures attacking. This here, I don't do this very much, right? But this is a way for me to upgrade the guard post. If you look on the right, under the map circle there, you'll see reclaimed resources. There's 3 types. And I can dump those into this. So I can hire some archers to protect this area, hire some guards, or commission a golem. I will tell you something. I will never commission a golem, because do not ever waste your reclaimed magic, because to me that's the most important by far. I could be wrong on that. That's my philosophy in this game. Don't waste your reclaimed magic, even though the golem is really cool. Not doing it. So let's just hire a squad of guards, right? Because that is going to, I think, help me here in my campaign. See that secure the district? How was it, 96 to 100? Now it is at 100, and I can get my reward. Boom! I click on it. Oh, I'm gonna get 14 abandoned treasures. Whoop-de-doo. And an arcane magical writing. What is that? I don't know. Hey! Now there's a timer. You don't get it instantaneously. In this case, I'll get it in 20 seconds or so. Right? I swear that there are some where it's like you have to wait a day. I swear. I might be remembering that wrong, but it's just, you know, madness. Like the MMO, you know, when you first, I would imagine, you know, you first think about, well, an MMO, right? We can make a computer game that's like D&D, right? So it's like, oh, it'll be just like D&D, right? But then over time, you know, all of the practical decisions that you make, and how it's just, I guess, impractical or impossible to make D&D as a computer game so far, because, you know, you can't do anything you want in a computer game yet. I'm sure they'll get to that point at some point in time. But so for now, you end up with all these like bizarre, you know, abstract things like that, where oh, you kill enough monsters, you magically get your whatever reward, right? So there, I dumped that in there. I got my thing. So now I've got some choices to make, right? Over here, they're excavating this thing. If I pay this guy some of my reclaimed resources, I can go in here, go through a dungeon, and I'll get some rewards. And I think that actually might help me complete my daily quest. The problem is that dungeon takes probably 20 minutes, and I'm not sure. I got to do Dungeon Academy today in 2 hours. I'm a little worried about how much time I have left, but Let's see. Okay, I want to show you. All right, right. So what do you do in this game most of the time, right? What I do is I fight monsters, right? So that's a spider over there. They always come in clumps, right? So you can choose which powers you want. You have a whole pile of them. Ready? My main one, the one I love this one. Ready? I'm gonna charge the spider. Oh, that crap, right? Now drop my bombs on him. Now because I am a guardian fighter, right? I can mark them all at once and do damage to them. So I just did that. And I'm getting my ass kicked, actually. So I'm going to hit my regeneration thing. Now, all the damage I do, I'm also going to heal as I do damage. So then you got this druid lady over here. Charge her, drop some bombs on her, hold up my shield. For me, as a guardian fighter, this is what I do most of the time. Hold up my shield and stab. So if you see, alright, I'm holding up my shield, right? To the left of my character, do you see that bar, the blue bar, slowly going down? That's my guard meter. And so once that goes all the way down, I cannot block with my shield anymore. But when I'm blocking with my shield, I can stand in the middle of, like, 7 powerful monsters. And, I can just stand there. So that works out really well in the heroic encounters where I'm fighting with other, like, living human beings, right? Because there's a whole horde of monsters, so what I can do is I can jump in the middle of them, and I can mark them, then I hold my shield up, and everybody else can back off and just fire, because most people in these games, at least in this game, most of them want to make a damage dealer, or like a warlock or whatever, where they specialize in doing high damage, but they're not as good as at taking hits. So I'm kind of the complete opposite. I take a lot of hits, and not many people want to play the type of character that I make. So what that means is, whenever I sign up for a special event where they assemble a party, in this game when you do a dungeon or a skirmish or whatever, anything where they have to create an instance, they usually will take 3 DPS characters, 1 healer, and 1 tank, right? So the waiting time, if you are a DPS character, you're put into a queue, right? So you click on the thing, and it'll tell you your wait time. Average wait time is like 10 minutes is what I saw last week. For me, it's instantaneous, because nobody makes these tank characters. Nobody wants to be the guy who has to just kind of stand there. But I love being that guy. So there's a lot of advantage in this game if you don't want to be a DPS kind of dude. That you're not going to have to wait for stuff that other people are going to have to wait for. And also, when people are trying to form a party to go into a dungeon, look at this. They need you. They need you. So this guy just jumped into this. This is one of the heroic encounters, right? He's doing it alone, which is ballsy, but some of these people are very powerful. Look, he's doing just fine. So this is a good chance for me to jump in, help out, right? And I'll get my sweet rewards. So there's a Gorgon, right? And I've marked it, right? Hit tab to mark it again if I want to. Look, I think I killed everybody. Ah, trolls, right? Yeah, all right. These are trolls, right? And this game came out in 4th edition, so a lot of these have kind of the 4th edition artwork as their base. So I'm fighting freaking Nothics and trolls. This guy's killing everybody. So I'm just kind of here, but the nice thing about this is, I love doing this guy. The ritual caster, right? So I mark him. Now we're going to get some combat advantage. Some sweet, sweet combat advantage. Look at his health bar go. Look at that. Piece of cake. This guy is awesome. Like, usually, these take longer when there's 5 people. This guy is doing so much damage. Man, amazing. Alright, I'm just holding up my shield, stabbing away, and I'm not taking any damage because I focus all of my energy on being self-sufficient, right? It's hard to hit me, you don't do a lot of damage. And I heal myself a lot with either with powers or just with items that I've taken. Like, there you go. We're done, right? Usually that takes longer. It takes a couple of minutes. So if you look on the right, it says heroic encounter success, right? So I'm going to hit the alt key, right? I'm going to claim my reward. Boom. I got 20 seals. The seals are currency. Apparently, I can go to Port 9 Zaru and buy items. so I'll probably do that eventually when I'm strong enough to go there. Black Pearl's a refinement item, and I don't know, arcane magical rings, whatever that is. Somebody was dragging some monsters here, so there we go. We'll help them out a little bit. These are the guards. That's funny. Sometimes you can drag the NPC guards over into the heroic encounter and make it easier, which is nice. That's a cool thing, you know, that they let you. I'm sure they know about that and they didn't nerf it, which is pretty cool. Kind of a reward for dumping your money into that crate like I did. So when you finish this thing, this is why I say don't waste your reclaimed magic. Because you go here, you can spend 10 reclaimed magic. Right? What that, I believe, does, go into your quests, right? That should have bumped up my resist the rituals. If you remember, when it was at 10 out of 100. Now I did this skirmish one time, and it's up to 45 out of 100. And the thing about this is, the skirmish is if you get a train going, you get a clump of people, like 5 people running from skirmish to skirmish. I mean, you're doing a heroic encounter every couple minutes, and you can just hammer away. And every like 3 encounters you do, you click on the resist the rituals, and you can get the rewards again. It's just like a money train, you know. You just keep going and going and going. And you get all this stuff, and it's pretty nice. The appeal of the game is just the experience of kind of being inside tabletop D&D, you know. So when this game does those things, and there's quite a bit of it. Like, I wish I should have recorded meeting Strahd, because it was like, you know, you met Strahd in this game, and it was just, it's very cool. And in Tyranny of Dragons, you know, you meet Elminster, he's there, and it's like, whoa. And then, you know, like, you know, I watch Chris Perkins on Dice Camera Action every week, right? And he's in the game, you know, and he's right there talking to you, and it's like, it's really fun. It can be a lot of fun, and for me, that's why I think this game is definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. But it is about 5 o'clock. I got Dungeon Academy in an hour and a half, and I want to go over my Skullport notes and maybe add some stuff. So I'll probably be playing this some more. Hopefully I have convinced some of my friends to jump in and play as well. Maybe, who knows, maybe we can get up to some hijinks on a regular basis, you know. So let's fire up the old exploit machine. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll all be playing this again probably quite a bit. I'll keep you posted. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you.